Hello and welcome every cutie, buddy, beanie, and all other people. You're all beans anyway, okay? So, how are you doing? Merry Christmas, by the way. If you celebrate, otherwise, happy holidays. Yeah, today is the 24th of December 2024. Yo, wait, the 24th of the 12th of the 24th? That's like 24, 12, 24. That's like a mathing or something, and together that's like 24 and 24, it's like 48, and then plus 12 is like 60. Oh, today is the 60th day of the 60th anniversary. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, how are you doing? Today, you might have seen from the title, we're talking about the best things that have happened to me, to you, and a few guests this year. Okay, so let's start with me, myself, and I. And I have to say that coming out was probably the best thing that has happened this year. It happened in February, so very early on. And I kind of knew all my life, obviously. I had many moments where I was thinking about it, but it was only like this year where I to myself could be honest and say it. And then pretty quickly I told some family members and got like my letters to be able to get HRT, and then got HRT like 3 months ago from now. It all happened like really quickly, so that was pretty nice, right? And now I'm like completely done been coming out. There's probably gonna be another video, right, where I have been coming out to like all the family members now and the work people. So I'm literally everywhere now, and I'm my new name, which is very cute, okay? Blah. So yeah, that was great, okay? There's gonna be some other cutie patootie things that I liked this year as well. But for now, let's look at some of the things you have said, okay? This has to be one of my favorite comments. And I think coincidentally is also the most upvoted comment under the post where I asked you what your favorite thing in 2024 was. And there's a person saying, we came out to our mom as trans. We found ourselves being plural. We found a queer friend group that meets regularly. And I think that's like so on point. It's like you found something out. You found something more out. You told your mom, you found new friends. That's great. I'm so happy for you. Many of you, many people of you have also mentioned that this year you found out that you're trans, or that you started HRT, or that you are starting your transition in one way or another, and I love that for you. I love that for you. Many people also mentioned about their identities and that they found out more things this year. And then let's look at what one of our friends has to say.
My personal favorite thing that has happened this year honestly has to be growing my channel, because before this year I had not even hit 100 subscribers, and within the span of the last couple months I already am at 8,000 subscribers, and honestly it feels amazing that so many people watch us, and now especially since we have a huge community of so many trans tubers, it honestly is so amazing. That is honestly my most favorite part of this year.
Let's look at some more comments here. I finally came out to my mom, started dressing femme, and I'm going to start working on my hair and everything that comes with that. A lot of exclamation marks. Yeah! Yo, but there's no comma after exclamation marks. That's like that grammatical error, you know that, right? I finally got under 200 lbs at 6.3 inches. Sorry, I don't know how American measurements work, okay? I feel so great and have some toned core that I'm looking forward to. I can't wait till I'm such a catch that people are falling to themselves to get to me. Which is a mixed. It is not. But you will get there, okay? Thanks for including me and have a wonderful day. Thank you for giving me your reply. I have to say, personally, one of my favorite things this year, even though it was very recent, was the Wicked movie. It really is like a queer person dream musical and dream movie, because it's about not depression. It's about suppression. That's the word. It's about that. Elphaba is an amazing character, and honestly every single character that was in that movie is an amazing character. And there's gonna be like another part of the Wicked movie, which is gonna come out in November 2025 if I saw correctly, and that one is gonna be very cool as well. The music in that movie is insane. The set design, the characters, how they look. And they even did like a cooperation with a nail polish brand, OPI. And guess what? I have the colors and I did them and I used them and they were cool, yeah! Let's look at another comment here. It's not much, but I'm a year closer to finishing college and being able to move out from my phobic family. I finally have a decent amount of money saved up, dude. Good job! I also came out to my friend a week ago or so, and she was super supportive. I am so glad of that. Isn't it crazy and so cool when you come out to people and we always expect like the most negative things, right? Because that's kind of like the reaction we got taught to have, I guess. But yeah, now it's like when they are supportive, it's so nice. Honestly, we should expect them to be supportive, but then we would be like disappointed when it doesn't happen, right? Yes, I don't know. Oh, you don't know. I want the world to be better as well. Okay. Unfortunately, I still don't have enough confidence to come out to my other friends. You will get there, even though one of them is a trans guy and everybody seems to accept him. You will have to come out at your own pace, okay? I can just talk about myself where I had certain family members which I was very scared to talk to them and tell them. So I came out at work before I came out to certain family members. That's just how it works, okay? Go at your own pace, cutie poo, and you will be able to do it. Another thing that I'm very grateful for this year is my living situation, where I still live with my sister, but basically we together redid like 2 rooms. The first thing we did, and my god, that was a hard thing because we had to clean up like a whole room and then move so much furniture. Oh my fucking god, okay? So I now have a basement room for my studio. I have like soundproofing here, I have like all my recording things here. It's very cool now. And before I was like upstairs and there was like a problem when I would be like streaming or recording videos or even just like talking with friends and I would be very loud and my sister would sleep on the same floor. I would kind of wake her at night and that was not optimal. And now I have my room in the basement where I disturb no one at all. That is great. And then after I started to like taking greater care of my hair, I started to buy like so many hair products and like so many cosmetic products basically that they didn't really fit our bathroom upstairs because it was like it is kind of very small, right? And if you have like multiple people having different products, it doesn't really work. So I took the time and invested some money and redid the bathroom down here like a little bit. Got like a showering curtain and a few other things so where I can like place all my stuff, and now I have like a whole ass bathroom with a bathtub here for myself, which is great and I love that, okay? And another comment. The best thing to happen to me this year was to drop out of engineering school. Hold on, I am being serious. It made me truly introspect while I was searching why I was lacking motivation and respect to myself. Through hardship, we grow as people, and I never faced something like that before. From this, I realized and fully embraced that I am trans, and honestly, I can't even think of going back. I'm happier at the moment than those last 4 years. Remember, you have all time in the world to find yourself. Understand who you want to be. Everything will be okay, and you take it one step at a time and don't rush it. And I wholeheartedly agree with that. If you have committed to something in your life, like learning a job, getting an apprenticeship, maybe even going to university or a specific kind of school, if you realize like a year in, frickin' even 2 or 3 years in, that is not the thing you want to do as your work for the rest of your life, for example, it is okay to stop to doing that, okay? I only started my first real job when I was like, let me think, I'm calculating my brain, like 20, 26, okay? Because when I got out of school, I first off did like an education to become a kindergarten teacher, and I did that and it took like 3 years, and then I realized before that I did like 1 year on like a physics degree, and I realized that's not at all what I want to do. Then I did the 3 years of like kindergarten teaching stuff. I realized that's not what I want to do, but I still tried to find a job in the thing because I did finish that, but I couldn't like find a job for like 2 or 3 years, so I had like a very depressive duration, which we're not gonna talk about in this video, for like 3 years where I didn't have a job until I like found a new thing that I wanted to do, to work in a library. And that education like took another like 3 years in school, okay? And I did that, and it was amazing, and it was one of the best times in my life. The people I had there, where I learned how to do the job, and the school itself, they were great and amazing people and really like helped me, okay? And then I now work in my current job since like 5 years. So yeah, that's great. You know, sometimes it is okay to take your time. Nobody's rushing you. I know that sometimes in specific situations, you really need the money to like move out or something like that, right? But if you are not in that kind of situation, do try to take your time, not only to figure yourself out, but to figure out what you want to do to earn your money, okay? There's like so many things out there. And sadly, in like schools and stuff, like don't really get told your options. It's like you get like told, yeah, you can like go to computer stuff, you can go to like handiwork stuff, you go to university. That's like the 3 options they tell you, okay? But there's like 1,000,002 things you can do, right? Maybe even 1,000,003. I'm not sure, I didn't count, okay? But you know, that is what you can do, okay? Let's say hi to another one of our friends. Do-do-do-do.
My favorite thing this year would have to be my dad. We've always had a pretty good relationship, but it was tested when I came out as trans, and this last year we've made leaps and bounds to the point where he actually like treats me like a daughter. Like he notably treats me different than my brothers, but also he used my proper pronouns a few times, which he used to be homophobic, so that was like kind of mind-blowing. Like he's changed a lot. We both have, but yeah, it just, I guess our relationship means a lot to me, and I got really lucky with that. So yeah, W Dad.
And then I will have to say, let's talk about some games, okay? I will probably make a separate video about games this year, but there's like 2 games I want to mention right now. One is Infinite Nikkei. I have not played the game as much as I wanted it to because I didn't have that much time, but just having a game that is made for a female audience and does not have very sexualized characters is like so refreshing, okay? It is so refreshing and it's so fun to play. Just having a little dress up game and adventure game, it's so fun. And Dragon Age Veilguard, you know, I know it is like a very controversial game. It shouldn't be, but for some people it is. You can be like trans in the game, and that's very cool, and I did make my character trans, and the game besides that is very cool as well. I do like the story, I do like the combat system, it's very fun. I still have not finished it, I need to do that, but I love the game, okay? And let's listen to another one of our friends down here.
Hiya, I'm Mia. And when Shireen asked me what made me the happiest this year, I had to think for a really long time. And my conclusion to the thing that made me the happiest this year is the trans community, being welcomed into it actually. I came out as trans around Christmas, New Year's last year, and since that I entered the trans community this year, and I've been welcomed with open arms. It has been the most wonderful experience. There are so many amazing people in this community, and I made so many friends. I even made trans friends online and met up with them in real life, and it's been amazing. Being different from the average person by being trans feels a bit alienating, and therefore the trans community has been great for me, because meeting so many people that are like me feels amazing. I'm really happy that the trans community, and all of you included, have welcomed me so much into this. Being trans has its benefits. We're all here to help each other out and support each other. So I really just want to say thank you to all of you out there who is helping another trans person to feel a bit better. Because together as a community, we can do amazing things.
And another comment. How sweet, thank you for making this list. As far as choosing the single best thing, starting Adderall has significantly improved my productivity, energy, and overall happiness. As far as what has generally been the best thing in my life, I probably seeing my friends and family on a semi-regular basis, you know, that is so important to do. Still need to find a therapist, set up a dating account, figure out if I want to start HRT and actually finish a writing project. But I've had a lot of growth this year, I think. You know, that is great. Sometimes some kind of medicine or some kinds of thing that we lacked is like so important to get, okay? For some people it might be HRT, for some it might be some other kind of medication, for some it might be just finding like a thing they're very passionate about, you know? And you will find yours as well, I believe. OMG, this is coming out on my birthday. Happy birthday, by the way! As for my things, I finally got to start on a I finally got to go on a tangent about my special interest a couple times. Whoa, you did? What is your special interest? And started playing Warhammer with some friends, which is always fun. Listen, Warhammer looks so fun, but I'm so terrified of getting into it because if I do, I will spend so much money for Warhammer figurines and I will spend so much money for the paints for the Warhammer things. And also finally got on the wait list for HIT. That's great. It's great. Progress. Yeah. Again, happy birthday to you. Boyo. And guess what? There's another friend right here.
Hello everyone! Here's your supportive cat girl mate, Nani Nagi. Let's see, what was my favorite thing this year? I would say starting out with VTubing in general. It was a really great experience doing these past 10 months since I started doing this in February, and I never could have imagined it being such a huge part in my life, meeting so many awesome people because of this, working together with them, sharing experiences, making new friends, and just being there for each other. And I hope I can continue to do that in the future. I'm really happy about how all of this turned out during this year. Even got nominated for an award. Who knows, maybe I'm gonna win. But even if not, just the fact that I got nominated in the first place, that's a really big honor. I definitely want to stay strong, and I hope 2025 is gonna be an awesome year for all of us. I am definitely gonna do my best. I promise. And if you're asking me about my favorite meme this year, I think it's this one involving the Persona 3 main characters. Yeah, I'm just in a big Persona mood recently. I'm sorry. And that's gonna be it from my side. Thank you, Shyaren, for inviting me to your video. I hope you and everyone else who's watching is gonna have a great Christmas time and an awesome start into 2025. Please stay strong, everyone, and stay safe. I wish the best for all of you. Until next time, bye!
Wow, you're back. That was fast. Well, let's see. There is something very specific that I will not go into too much detail, but something amazing happened this year. I have had a best friend of many years, basically since we were born in the same hospital, and we were in the same kindergarten and in the same school for many years. Sadly, a few years ago, we did have like a falling out for unrelated reasons, but I thought like, it's been a few days, it's been a few years. Let's message them, okay? And I did. And guess what? We are now in contact again, and it's great. That was like such a surprising thing and cool thing that happened this year. I was just like, so much has happened in my life. Let's just message them. Maybe something happens. And guess what it did? Sometimes you have to take your shot is what I'm trying to tell you, okay? Okay. And then we have another very lovely comment here. Maybe not as important as the other stories here, but definitely as important to me. Listen, it is very important and it is very nice, okay? I was on a bus going to meet friends. Pretty uneventful ride for the most part. Yo, bus journeys are never uneventful. Don't lie, except for one thing. Suddenly this girl who was standing in front of me walked up to me and said, "Excuse me," to get my attention. I didn't even know her. Or see her or notice her at first because I was listening to music and zoning out. But she kindly made her presence known, and I finally saw her. Then she leans forward slightly because I was sitting down and just says, "I just wanted to tell you that you got a really cute outfit and it really fits you." Generally the nicest thing I've ever heard from a stranger in my entire life. I blurted out the most panicky sounding, "Thank you so much," and ever as she smiled, and then we went our separate ways. I then went to meet my friends as the happiest little girl in the world. This event has not made my day, not my week, it made my month. So many things I did were influenced by the amount of confidence the experience gave me, and I still think about it now, months later. Thank you so much, kind girl on the bus. First of all, so glad that happened to you. And second of all, isn't it amazing and great how like a little kindness from a stranger, a little thing, can get you through the day and even weeks and months and be so nice. More people should be like the stranger girl, okay? You could be the stranger girl to somebody else. You know that, right? You know that, okay? You can be the nice stranger to somebody else. That's allowed and encouraged, okay? So, let's go over to another friend.
Well, I guess my favorite thing is starting little animations that I do. At least that people like them and, appreciate what I've done. Second, putting myself out there more. I've always been kind of reserved and never shying outside of what I feel comfortable. And I'm glad that I have a partner and friends who allow me to express myself more and, take what I'd love to do. And that's what I love about doing this, that it lets me express myself more on what I like and what other people love to do. I love hearing about how much other people do and stuff, honestly. I know it sounds a little corny, but that's just me. Now, I don't have one favorite, I have a few, but I'm gonna share my 2 favorites, if that's okay. Voice training. Updating voice bank.
Sure. Oh, I just hit the microphone. I'm so sorry. I'm sure there are many, many more things that happened in 2024 that I can be happy about and you can be happy about. There's also, of course, some not so cool things. But you know what? We will get through it. And I'm sure 2025 is going to be a year and 2026 exists as well. And all the other years afterwards as well. I have to say, some people say that the older you get, like the faster time passes, the faster years passes. I have like the opposite. And my years pass so slowly. This year, 2024, lasted an eternity, okay? It started with me still streaming on Twitch, taking a break, coming out as trans, not only to myself, to my community, to my family, taking HRT, starting my journey, going ahead and building this community here. Do you still remember how tiny the Discord server was? And now we have like 500, almost 600 people there. That's crazy. Join the Discord, by the way, link in the description box, Also, my God, if you have not, please subscribe. I've heard you're supposed to like do that and say that in videos and it helps. Okay. Anyway, my years are like so long now. Probably because I like always learn new stuff. When I edit videos, I want to learn new stuff about like new editing techniques and learn new stuff about the LGBTQ community. I learn new stuff about myself. I learn new stuff and how to do like certain things, like doing like nail polish and stuff like that, about clothes, about gaming, about all kinds of different topics, editing as a whole, content creation, meet so many new people, talk with them, learn about them. And this is really it, right? So like some philosophical person, I don't know who, probably said, like, I heard this before, okay? Where if you stop learning, that is when you start to die. And that is 100% true in my opinion. I am a person that loves to learn stuff and loves to learn new stuff, like each and every single day. If I could get paid to go to school for the rest of my life to learn about all kinds of different topics and stuff like that, I would do that 100%, okay? Because I love learning new things. And if you try to do new things every few weeks, every few months, your time will seem like much more fulfilling and much more longer. Because like your brain has like all these moments in the year that you can remember. But let's say you have a very monotone life and you do like the same thing every single day. It could be like a very fun and fulfilling life, right? Maybe you go have friends and you do like a D&D night every single week with them, right? But at some point it blends together. But if you do like this month you do D&D, the next month you do bungee jumping, the next month you learn together how to, I don't know, skateboard or whatever, right? These are like moments that like get stuck in your brain. And I really like that approach.
Crap. Oh, crap. Hi. You want to know my favorite thing this year? Well,
one way or another, I am going to get you, Gamma. You cannot hide in that house forever. Especially not after destroying my craft brewing set.
well, that. Kinda. What I mean by that is going over the stuff I used to enjoy when I was younger. Embracing my inner child. And with video games like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Sparking Zero being released, I get to remember what it's like when I was younger.
You're still in your teens, girl.
I know. I only have a few years left of this period in my life to enjoy, which is why I spent this year doing that.
A wise decision. But there's always room for improvement. And in your case, that's turning you into a pile of ash.
Well, I guess that's my cue to go.
So I will have to say again, happy Merry Christmas, happy holidays. And a lovely new year. Even though we will see each other again before the new year. When you see this video, which is on the 24th, if you watch it on the day when it comes out, then tomorrow on the 25th, not only is it my birthday, my 32nd birthday, by the way, but also it will be a day where I will be streaming. So maybe check it out, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.